Welcome the students of AC Civil for the subject Concrete Technology, Unit number 3, Properties and Testing of Hardened Concrete. So for this we will refer the reference books M.A. Shetty, another reference book M.L. Gambhir, another reference book A.M. Neville. Now we will see the course objectives. With the successful completion of the course, students should have the capability to first course objective is to know the properties of various ingredients of concrete and concept of mixed design. Second course objective to learn the behavior and properties of concrete in fresh state and hardened state. Third course objective is to understand special concrete and their applications. Fourth course objective is to understand the durability aspect and preventive measures to enhance the life of the concrete. Now we will see the course outcomes. On successful completion of this course, student will be able to, first course outcome, able to select the various ingredients of concrete and its suitable proportion to achieve desired strength. Second course outcome, able to check the properties of concrete in fresh state and hardened state. Third course outcome is get acquainted to concreting equipment, techniques and different types of special concrete. Fourth course outcome is able to predict deteriorations in concrete and get acquainted to various repairing methods and techniques. Now we will see the syllabus of unit number 3. The title is Properties and Testing of Hardened Concrete. It includes part A and part B. Part A has hardened concrete. It includes strength of concrete, factors affecting strength, micro cracking and stress-strain relationship, relation between tensile and compression strength, impact strength, abrasion resistance, creep and shrinkage. B part testing and hardened concrete, which includes destructive test, compression strength, flexure strength, indirect tensile strength, core test, non-destructive test, rebound hammer, ultrasonic pulse velocity, pull-out test and impact echo test. Now here we will see part B, testing of hardened concrete, the destructive test, compression strength, flexure strength, indirect tensile strength and core test. So the destructive testing of hardened concrete plays an important role in controlling and confirming the quality of cement concrete works. One of the purposes of testing hardened concrete is to confirm that the concrete used at site has developed the required strength. The results of the test on hardened concrete, even if they are known late, helps to reveal the quality of concrete and enable adjustment to be made in the production of further concretes. Tests are made by casting cubes or cylinder from the representative concrete or coarse cut from the actual concrete. It is to be remembered that standard compression test specimens give a measure of a potential strength of the concrete and do not of the strength of the concrete in structure. So we have seen the destructive test. Now we will see the destructive test. First, compression strength. So this is the figure showing the cube mold and the cube, then the beam mold and the beam, and the cylinder mold and the cylinder. Similarly here the cube mold, the cube is there. So the compression test is the most common test conducted on hardened concrete, partly because it is an easy test to perform and partly because most of the desirable characteristic properties of concrete are qualitatively related to its compressive strength. The compression test is carried out on specimens cubical or cylindrical in shape. Prism is also sometimes used, but it is not common in our country. The cube specimen is of the size of 15 cm by 15 cm by 15 cm. If the largest nominal size of the aggregate does not exceed 20 mm, cylindrical test specimens have a length equal to twice the diameter. They are 15 cm in diameter and 30 cm long. Compression test develops a rather more complex system of the stresses. Due to the compression load, the cube or cylinder undergoes lateral expansion owing to the Poisson's ratio effect. It is difficult to say whether the cube test gives more realistic strength properties of the concrete or the cylinder gives a better picture about the strength of the concrete. However, it can be said that the cylinder is less affected by the end restraints caused by platons, and hence it seems to give more uniform results than the cube. Therefore, the use of cylinders is becoming more popular, particularly in the research laboratories. Cylinders are cast and tested in the same positions, whereas the cubes are cast in one direction and tested from the other directions. In actual structures in the field, the casting and loading is similar so that of the cylinder and not like the cube. As such, cylinder stimulates the condition of the actual structural member in the field in respect of the direction of load. The points in favor of the cube specimen are that the shape of the cube resembles the shape of the structural members often met with on the ground. The cube does not require capping, whereas the cylinder requires capping. The capping material used in case cylinder may influence to some extent the strength of the cylinder. So we have seen the destructive test, compression strength. Now we will see the another destructive test, that is flexural strength. So figure 2 shows the flexure testing of the concrete beam. So here the concrete beam is there and the two supports and the 2 points for the loading. The flexure strength. Concrete, as we know, is relatively strong in compression and weak in tension. In reinforced concrete members, like dependence is placed on the tensile strength of concrete, since steel reinforcing bars are provided to resist all tensile forces. However, tensile stresses are likely to develop in concrete due to drying shrinkage, rusting of steel reinforcement, temperature gradients, and many other reasons. Therefore, the knowledge of tensile strength of the concrete is of importance. A concrete road slab is called upon to resist tensile stresses from two principal sources. First, wheel loads, and second is the volume change in the concrete. The wheel loads may cause high tensile stresses due to the bending when there is an inadequate subgrade support. Volume changes resulting from changes in temperature and moisture may produce tensile stresses due to wrapping and due to the movement of slab along the subgrade. The flexural strength of the specimen is expressed as modulus of rupture Fb if small a equals the distance between the line of fracture and the nearer support measured on the center line of the tensile side of the specimen in centimeter is calculated to the nearest of 0.05 megapascal or Newton per millimeter square as follows. So Fb is equal to P multiplied by L upon Bd square, where when A is greater than 20 centimeter for 15 centimeter specimen or greater than 13.3 centimeter for 10 centimeter specimen, or Fb is equal to 3Pa multiplied by A upon Bd square when A is less than 20 centimeter but greater than 17 centimeter for 15 centimeter specimen or less than 13.3 centimeter but greater than 11 centimeter for the 10 centimeter specimen, where b small b is the measured width in centimeter of the specimen, small d is the measured depth in centimeter of the specimen at the point of failure, L that is equal to length in centimeter of the span on which the specimen was supported, and small p that is the maximum load in kg applied to the specimen. If A is less than 17 centimeter for 15 centimeter specimen or less than 11 centimeter for 10 centimeter specimen, the result of the test is discarded. So we have seen the destructive test, flexural strength. Now we will see the another destructive test, that is indirect tensile strength. So here the figure is showing the cylinder which is kept splitting tensile test. So this is also called as the indirect tensile strength. Cylinder splitting tension test. This is also sometimes referred as Brazilian test. This test was developed in Brazil in 1943. At about the same time, this was also independently developed in Japan. The test is carried out by placing a cylindrical specimen horizontally between the loading surfaces of the compression testing machine, and the load is applied until the failure of the cylinder along the vertical diameter. The figure shows the test specimen. So we have seen the destructive test, that is indirect tensile strength. Now we will see another destructive test, the core test. To arrive at a better picture of the strength of the actual member, attempts are made to cut cores from the parent rock and test the cores for the strength. Perhaps this will give a better picture about the strength of actual concrete in the member. Core can be drilled at the suspected part of the structure, or to detect segregation or honeycombing, or to check the bond at construction joint, or to verify the thickness of pavement. Core can be drilled at the suspected part of the structure, or to detect segregation or honeycombing, or to check the bond at construction joint, or to verify the thickness of the pavement. The disadvantages are that while cutting the core, the structural integrity of the concrete across the full cross section may be affected to some extent, and secondly that the diameter to the height ratio may be other than that of the standard cylinder. Capping on both ends will be required, which will again introduce some difference in the strength. Existence of reinforcement will also present difficulty in cutting a clean core. The cores cut to determine the strength of the concrete of the actual structure may also indicate segregation and honeycombing of the concrete. In some cases, the beam specimens are also shown from the road and airfield slabs for finding flexural strength. So we have seen the destructive test, the core test. So we have seen the destructive test, compression strength, flexural strength, indirect tensile strength, and the core test. So the YouTube links available on the YouTube. How to determine compressive strength of the concrete, laboratory concrete test number 1. Compression strength of the cement concrete cubes. Another YouTube link, test for compressive strength of the concrete cube casting. Test for compressive strength of the concrete cube testing. How to determine flexural test of concrete, laboratory concrete test number 3. Flexural strength test, difference between split tensile strength and flexural strength of concrete in tension. Next YouTube link, how to determine the split tensile strength test of concrete, laboratory concrete test number 2. Split cylindrical testing, ASTM 6496. Concrete core test, concrete core cutting, concrete core capping, concrete core testing test machine. Cement concrete core test of rigid pavement with calculation. So unit number 3, the title is properties and testing of the hardened concrete, includes part A, hardened concrete, which includes strength of concrete, factors affecting strength, micro cracking and stress strain relation between tensile and compression strength, impact strength, abrasion resistance, creep and shrinkage. Part B, testing of hardened concrete, includes destructive test, compression strength, flexural strength, indirect tensile strength, core test, non-destructive test, rebound hammer, ultrasonic pulse velocity, pull-out test, and impact echo test. Thank you all, students.